Just like the whole idea of a cleansing route through a third country, that's a piece of tradecraft that has never been exposed before. I actually get to teach a number of people, I get to teach in the story how we do what's known as a surveillance detection route. So the core of surveillance detection is understanding something that we call multiple sites, multiple sightings over a period of time. So I need to see the same person, the same vehicle, the same face, the same profile. Profile meaning, tall, Caucasian male, mid-50s. I need to see the same profile several times over a period of time where I'm changing locations. So what happens inside Shadow Cell is I identify one car that follows me through multiple turns and then falls off only to come back on later on. That's kind of my first indicator that there might be something going on. So then I go through this route, a predetermined, pre-planned route through a city. And the only reason I'm doing that route is so that I can drag people along with me to see if they're going to behave like surveillance. And from that route, I find that it's not just one car, it's actually two other cars. And when I get out of my own vehicle to walk on foot, there are very specific people who then follow me on foot. And then in the third part of the surveillance detection route, I find that the same people who are following me on foot are also the people driving the cars that are following me inside vehicles. So most surveillance detection routes are executed in this very prescribed, very specific process so that you can see who's actually following you.
And you did that. You discover that there's multiple people following you in multiple vehicles.
And when you discover that, it's terrifying.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's absolutely terrifying. But it's comforting because you know they're following you, but they don't know that you know that yet. So they still think that they are discreet. They still think that you're operationally active, meaning they're following you because they expect you to commit espionage. They're following you because they expect you to meet with a source, do a dead drop, acquire some kind of equipment that you shouldn't have, right? They're waiting for that. If they don't see that, then they don't get the evidence that they need. They don't win.
So you go straight to a strip club or something.
Exactly right. You go to a strip club, you go to a library. I went to an arcade in this book, and you go somewhere to just waste their time. Because as long as I'm collecting their information, when I come back to my friendly country and I meet with my Shadow Cell teammates, I can now tell them, this license plate is a surveillance vehicle. This profile is a surveillance vehicle. If you see a woman or a man wearing these types of clothing, this is a surveillant. Right? And now we can build a database back in Wolf that shares the surveillance team members in Falcon.
Were you scared when you figured out that you were being followed?